Well, good morning. Welcome to Wake Up Wednesday.
You're
Good
kind of out
morning.
of the picture a little bit there.
Did you mean to do that? No. Welcome to Wake Up Wednesday. I'm Stephen.
I'm John. Good morning.
Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I know we had a really good one. So got to hang out with family. So hope that you were able to hang out with some family. Hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving. I know holidays can be hard sometimes when you're dealing with loss, and so just know we're praying over those losses. And if you have any prayer requests, we always encourage you to send those to us so that we can be praying over those specifically. Um, but we are in December, and so it is an exciting month. Looking forward to just everything that has to do with Jesus, and just super exciting. So we love it. Love the Christmas music and just all the festivities.
Shirt today.
So,
All
all
right.
right.
The whole thing, or it won't make sense.
All right. All right. So
Back
we're
to
going to get
important things.
back into it today. We have a topic that we want to cover. Somebody kind of spoiled it in our users group a little bit, but we're going to be talking about the new feature in IVO. So I'm going to let John take over.
Without further ado. Okay, so I'm going to go
Excuse me.
here into IVO. So this is just to kind of give you some background. I was remoted into one of our stores one day, and I just happened to glance at their screen, and I saw they had a purchase order pulled up. Let me pull mine up here. And what I noticed was they had like four of the same item. Well, what it looked like for the same item to me. And so when I looked at it, I was like, how do you know which one's which? And so I've got just a sample PO, and this is actually the items that they were looking at. And so I've got 4 gift and awards, but you can see they all have unique item numbers. But if you didn't know, if you look over to the right, all of the information is the same on all of them. And so what I thought of was, let's give them a way to know which one's which. And so now down here in the middle, you have an additional info and you have an image TOC. So now if I click on image TOC and I pull that up, I can see that that is the Black Bible. And so, and again, you can do that on each, but what you also get is if you hit additional info, you can see all of the information and all of the details about that item. And so you can see if it's indexed, if it has maps, introductions. I mean, it's got everything over on the right. And so anyway, so real quick, we won't be here long today, but that's just something we did. What I would recommend is actually going into IBM and actually putting like gift and award black or gift and award purple, things like that, just so at a
Little more
glance you
descriptive.
could see it. You wouldn't have to use these buttons. But if you're in the predicament I saw, then you can probably use that image TOC button. And just in general, is this the product I'm looking for? So we're just trying to kind of carry that through the software. So
Yeah.
this just kind of reminds me of, that's why enhancement requests are so big.
Yeah.
And why the software is what it is, because of you and ideas that you have. And so that's just one little idea that I had one day. And so if you ever run across something like this, just try to think about writing it down and sending it over
Sharing
to
it.
us. Like, man, this would be so much easier if it had this. And
Yeah.
so that's just one little thing. I mean, it's a huge part of the software, but that's the hardest part. And you use this every day. So I was in a customer system for about 5 minutes and just noticed this. So
Yeah, and then one other thing. So a couple of weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, we did one on the new feature where you can gray out or blank out the buttons on your touch POS menu. So those
the buttons you're not using.
yeah, buttons you're not using, so that it just doesn't add confusion to the screen. And so we made a small tweak to that now, that automatically, if you clear a button now, it's going to automatically make that button invisible. And then if you enable it using an item or a department or anything really from the drop down menu, it's going to go ahead and turn that button back on. So just a couple of small tweaks. So thank you for those that gave us some feedback there. But yeah, always changing the software. We love you guys. We're praying for you. We know this is a very busy time of the year. And so if you don't have time to call us, shoot us an email, support@bsmgr.com or sales@bsmgr.com, and we'll be happy to reply back to your email so that you can read it when you have time to actually read it.
Or put a call directly on the docket with SPT.
Yes.
Behind the text port information on the first screen, you can get to that as well.
Remember, if your store is ever down, you can't ring up credit cards, or you can't access the software, make sure you call and leave a voicemail and say that you are down, so that we can mark you as a high price. So there's no way to do the high price as a SPT. So we want to make sure that if you are down for any reason, I know it doesn't happen very often, but if it does, please call and leave a voicemail so we can get you right back up and going. All right. Well, we love you. We're thankful for you. And we hope you have a great Christmas. And we will be back next week with another Wake Up Wednesday.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Have a blessed day.